What up, my fellow Chads? um, so yeah, before we get started with this video, as y'all see, things are different. I got a smaller bed. Why? Not a lot of space in my room with that big ass bed I used to have. So now we got this smaller bed that allows for more space. It will also allow me to be able to get some VR content for you guys in the future. By the way, those shirts, like right there. Yeah, those shirts right there. Those are to get hung up on the wall. Those don't fit me. This is to get hung up on the wall eventually. So you'll see more stuff on the wall, and all of that. Um, but yeah, and obviously a gaming chair. Do the sound effect. Do the wow sound effect. Come on now. There you go. But yeah, so that's all that's really been changed. Um, I'm still waiting for my 02 anime figure to come in. I still need like some shells and stuff for some other stuff, so that way I can, you know, use certain areas for other things to make this look a little bit more of a nicer room. But yeah, uh, like y'all know, but let's get into like the main part. So intro. Uh, what's up, everyone? Aces Beam here. Welcome back to another video. Before we get started, I have a Instagram and Twitter. Go follow me over there. Memes, lots and updates. Um, Discord server also in the link in the description below. Please join it. We got a good community over there. Some great people. Um, get to interact with me, get to interact with the homie John, which his channel link is in the description. Platinum on a lesser degree, he's not insanely active on there, but he's active every now and then. You get to interact with him. His channel link's also in the description. Just a bunch of my homies y'all seen on the channel before. Some other people that are just fans. Some other homies that haven't been on this channel because, well, they just don't do YouTube. They're just homies. You get to interact with all these people, and it'd be really helpful for y'all to join to make the server more alive, interact with the community some more. And then I also make music, link in the description as well. But now, let's get to main part of the video. All right? Good. All right. So today we're doing an anime review. Now, what anime we're reviewing? Well, y'all saw the title. We're reviewing Yosuga no Sora. All my weebs instantly are like, bro, what the hell's wrong with you? Well, I'll explain it a little bit. So when it comes to Yusuga no Sora, it's a very infamous anime among the anime community. Now, if you're not a weeb, you're not gonna know what this anime is, because um, it's like it's more of a weeb thing. Like it's a very well known anime, and you probably have seen memes of it if you're not a weeb, but you won't know the anime, you won't know what it's about, um, you know, before unless you're a weeb and you've seen it. Speaking of which, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you plan on seeing Yusuga no Sora, then leave. Um, but anyways, Yusuga no Sora is a romance ecchi anime. Um, Basically the story is this brother and sister moves back to his hometown, and then there's a bunch of girls. Basically it's a harem, basically, right? Kind of. uh, I'll explain in more detail in a bit, but they go back to the city, and it's basically a romance ecchi harem. The thing is with this anime is there's arcs in it, even though it's only like 12, it's a 12 episode long anime. Now, when it comes to 12 episode long animes, especially romance ones, you don't think, oh, there's going to be arcs in it. And if there is, it's maybe, two arcs. You know what I mean? This one, there's actually some arcs in it, multiple, which is very different for an anime like this. And it's the way they tell the story of this anime. So, the first episode, and I believe the second episode as well, is just introducing you to the characters, introducing you to the scene, you know, and it started off really nice, right? From then on, we have alternate timeline slash alternate universes. So the way they tell, so basically, every single main girl in the show wins. Now, when it comes to the type of ecchi this is, it's basically softcore pornography. Um, Now then, if you've seen what I'm gonna call cultured anime art, you know it's not that. It shows way too little for it to be classified as cultured anime art. However, it does show some adult-like scenes. Um, you know, I well knew this going into the anime, and I didn't mind that. Hashtag down bad. But no, I'm joking. Like genuinely didn't mind that. There's multiple TV shows, movies with scenes, and it's just like okay, it just has these scenes. But yeah, it has an alternate universe slash timeline. So basically, in some of the episodes, you'll see it set back to a scene you already did. Especially when it does it the first time, you get thrown off. You know what I mean? Like I didn't expect that, and then it just ends up and then you realize it's an alternate universe. This dude ends up going down multiple paths in these alternate universes, ending up with every single girl, doing things with every single girl. Um, and it is, it's a very interesting story. I like how they tell the story. It's very well done, in my opinion. The art style is pretty good. It's nothing amazing, but it's not generic either. It's a good art style. And then the animation, not bad. It's not the greatest animation out there. It's just, but it's not like terrible. Sorry. Um, but it's not terrible. It's good animation, but it's nothing spectacular. Now, when it comes to like the ratings for this, right? Um, most, all animes, there's okay, you're in between, you love it or you hate it. You know what I mean? For Yusuga no Sora, it's basically you're in between or you hate it, right? For most people. I've never seen really anybody who's like, oh yeah, I love this anime. You know what I mean? I don't love this anime. I'll let y'all know what I think about it. Now then, with the arcs, but so like the arcs, right, is obviously the universe, the alternate universes. So like every 2 episodes is like one arc with one other girl besides the last three, which we'll get to. So, if you know anything about Yusuke and Sora, you know this anime be like Sweet Home Alabama. All right, there's incest, and that's the final, and I'm pretty sure canon arc to the entire story is his sister. You know what I mean? And the thing is, this whole anime is like really good up to that point, right? I would have been completely fine with it if it wasn't his sister. You know what I mean? And if you know me on Twitter or Instagram, you know I don't mind, incest in anime, right? Um, I really don't mind it because most of the time in like cultured anime art or anime, it's, oh, some weird situation with their step sibling, where, oh, this guy already had feelings for this person or was already dating this person, but then their parents end up dating and marrying. It's always something weird. They're like not blood related. You know what I mean? Like it's always something weird. It's always like step siblings. You know, it's always something very fucking weird. You know what I mean? And I don't really mind it. And then when it comes to like cultured anime art, it's, oh, this isn't actually incest. This is close friends since childhood and they just call each other brother and sister. You know what I mean? Um but when it's actual full on like blood related, it makes me really fucking uncomfortable. And that's what this is. It made me hella uncomfortable. This whole time, right up to this until this final arc, I've had this anime at a 7, right? I was like, okay, this is pretty good because the story is really interesting. It wasn't weird. Now the thing is, I knew incest was in this going into it, right? Because that's what all the memes are about. I'll put some on the screen because y'all probably have seen this before, these memes, but you know, like it still made me hella uncomfortable knowing, and that's because it's blood related, and I'm very against incest in real life, step or blood, you know what I mean? But when it comes to like the step sibling stuff and like, you know, anime, like it doesn't bother me because it's like, it's again, it's always a super weird situation that wouldn't have happened without the parents, you know what I mean? Like it's always weird. Domestic girlfriend is, like that, you know what I mean? So people gonna call me hella weird for that, but hey. Um, but this made me really uncomfortable, and I was actually watching this with Platinum, so you can like even he said he's like, bro, I would have been fine with anybody else if it wasn't his sister at the end. You know what I mean? And the messed up thing is the sister gets the most scenes, right? The last three episodes is with his sister. Now I will say it's it is like quote unquote wholesome at the end, but it's just like it's so freaking weird because they do a ton of shit and it's just like, bro, no, like it's just super uncomfortable, bro. So it it's that final part that really makes people hate it because I don't see anybody else having a problem with it besides that last part, right? You know, and for me, right, while it made me uncomfortable, it just didn't ruin it because one, I knew, and two, it's just something like that isn't really gonna ruin it, like still very weird, still made me hell uncomfortable, but didn't ruin it because I knew it was coming, right? And you know, it it was just like again, it just didn't ruin it for me, right? It wasn't like, oh, this is a series breaker for me. You know what I mean? Um, Meaning, my final verdict for this anime is a 6 out of 10. The story's amazing. I'm fine with the entire anime besides the incest. If the incest wasn't in it, it'd be a 7. Hell, maybe even an 8. But for most people, it's around 6 to 5. And, some people absolutely hate it because of the incest. I personally think the story was told greatly. I really like the story setup of the multiple timelines, multiple universes. You know, the entire anime is really good. Well, not really good, but good till you get to the final arc. And even then, at the final arc, you know, there's no dip in quality or anything. You know, it's just like the two characters. Like if it was any other character, you know what I mean? It'd be an amazing ending. But since it's his blood related sister, it's super uncomfortable. It's just like, no, you know what I mean? So like that's what I was trying to say earlier. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a deal breaker because it's like any other character, great ending. Because it's his blood related sister, no. And in fact, it's not just it's his twin sister too, which I forgot to mention, right? Um, so yeah, like it's just so it's just that part really bothered me, right? There was a huge debate about it on Instagram, and I was like, I like every part other than this, the incest part. It was somebody was like, oh, you're blah 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 blah, like really mad about that. But so this is gonna be a controversial video, but yeah, like that's what I like. I think it's a good anime. Not great, but good. 6 out of 10. Um, Not it's a worthwhile watch, but you're definitely going to be uncomfortable with it, and it's definitely a quote unquote acquired taste. I'm a big romance anime dude, so yeah. Uh, but again, super uncomfortable. It's good besides that last part because it's his blood related sister. Any other character, bro, been perfectly fine. So what do you think of this anime if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. Um, Again, 6 out of 10 for me. I'm cool with all of the anime besides that last part. And even then, if it was a different character, I'd be hella cool with that last part. It was a pretty decent ending if we ignore who the characters were. You know what I mean? So let me know. This is bound to be a hated video. It's about to be very controversial, but that's what I think of this anime. What do y'all think? See you on the next one. Peace.